Good. How are we doing today? It's a Sunday morning in New Zealand. It's a lovely day. Then I'd start the day from grinding out some light armour. I got my heavy armour up to level 20. My intermediate armour is at 30. And I just thought I'd start grinding out the light armour. I'm actually quite enjoying the light armour. I like the fact that it doesn't make as much noise when you're walking. I like the fact that it feels, although I'm pretty sure it's very anecdotal and not based on evidence at all, it just feels like you're running a bit faster and you're a bit lighter when you're falling down cliffs. But I'm pretty sure that's just me more than the actual game mechanics. But I'm really enjoying just the extra damage. It's not a true glass cannon, but it's about as glass canny as Backstay currently will let me make. So yeah, enjoy the ride. I'm pretty early into my run. I'm very close to the start. I'm hoping I don't come across anyone because I'm still trying to get my bearings with this light armor and how much damage I can actually take when I'm engaging in fights. So it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. Plus, just to get a bit of a head start, I'm wearing some green armor, which I don't really want to have to lose, but it is what it is. I'm certainly not going to run away unless my bags are full. Anyway, let's get on with it. Because I'm really enjoying this. I can take out these level 3 Inquisitors pretty much in 3 hits without taking a hit if I get it timed right. So I come straight in with it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, and the first one missed. Of course it is. My goodness. What a terrible start. Terrible. Quite easy to take out level 3 boars with this build, which is just light armor. When I say this build, it's just light armor and a level tier 3 spear, so a steel spear. I think your weapon is the most important thing in the game. So pick a weapon, get it to 30, and then use that to help level up all your bits of armor and whatever else you're trying to level, because it makes a huge difference. There's no way I could have gone out with a level 1 spear and a tier 1 armor set, whether it be heavy, medium or light, without some difficulty, and just gone through and cleared all these areas. But I can slap on even my level 0, my level 1 armor with my steel spear. I can quite easily manage XP grinds. Starting to get the hang of these different types of embassies. I must do a video on it one day, and their different the mechanics when they're fighting. A few of them I've found, like the, what do you call those guys with the sword and the shield? Their armor's quite tough, and if you can force them into switching to a bow, their bow doesn't do much damage. You can just really wail on them when they switch to the bow, because it takes some time to switch and switch back, which means you just deal damage. And I've found, let's see if I can show you in the next one I come across, but I found if you come in fast, hard and fast with it, in particular with the spear at least, you do your skill F, then you do your skill R, and then you hit them straight up with a Q, and that'll force them into reaching for their bow quite often. Let's see if I can show you on this one. And if they reach for their bow, you just keep on going, don't even just take the damage. obviously switch to his bow. Damage he does in that bow. So I mean, it doesn't matter, you see what I mean? the time it takes him to switch and switch back, you can really wail on him and just focus on DPS. Yeah. I'm enjoying the light armor because that's just so easy. I mean, they're always relatively easy, but that's just 3 hits. The next one. There we go. Oh, well. Shocking. Click. Never mind. Little one missed, but never mind. Sweet. Huh. Can't remember where I normally go. Oh, I normally just go this way, do I? Yeah, I think so. Fingers crossed. Died more times to falling off a cliff than I have any one person, animal, or NPC. And I think second to that is probably disconnecting while I'm on auto run. So I've been trying to train myself, do not use auto run in PvP in case it DCs or something. But yeah, it keeps on running straight into the arms of a waiting boar or something along those lines. You come back and when you log in, you see you're in your nappies and you're like, well, that's just fucking great. first, and then I'll go down to some goat herding. I was trying to find some ghosts. Level 4 ghosts are a bit 50-50 in the light armor until I get better at their learning. It's probably the one thing I don't have as much experience fighting ghosts as I do Zebians or the Inquisitors. Just find it so hard to see them, so it's a bit harder to get to learn their mechanics and their movements and when to block. So anyway, a level 3 I find pretty easy, not hard at all. Level 4 is fine if I'm in medium or heavy, and it's fine if I'm in light, as long as you don't make a mistake. You can normally get away with 1 mistake in light against a level 4 ghost. 2 mistakes and you're probably dead. See if I can just get them to go together. If you can just group them up. It in. Should be one more. 2 stacks of Canaanite here. Someone's been through and done a run this morning. Looks like someone has. Okay. Also, not probably could take on 3. Could it be a bit dicey? I know my medium level 3 armor, I can do it quite happily. But 2's sort of a comfortable limit. Because if you just get them locked together, try and spear them both in one hit. That's coming up to around about where Unhinged is. They seem to be doing really well. Good bunch of guys from what the limited playtime I've had with them. And by playtime I mean just running around following them because, well, I'm not part of their guild. I'm debating whether I might join, but I'm really just my small little Aussie clan, just the 3 of us. But it means that we can't really take part in the content in the weekends, at least when we can actually play it, because I think it's now 10 AM in New Zealand right now, so 2 hours, 2 hours time, the content will start, I think. Just normally during my work day. It's very disappointing, because, you know, I've got 85k in storage at the moment that I started saving when I heard about the PvP going live, and then obviously was ruled out completely. And what our small little guild was hoping on doing is, you know, maybe being a hired crew, or because we're on that Aussie time zone, at the night time you can run around this PvP zone and do some serious gathering pretty much uncontested because there's no one here. So we're sort of hoping that we might have been able to have that with value to offer guilds and still be able to maintain our own little small identity. Doesn't seem like that's going to be possible, so still trying to figure out what we want to do. Talks about alliances in the new year. As much as I really do want to get involved in some larger fights, which means I do have to run with a crew like Unhinged or something. The way that I've set up my home base in our castle, we sort of share a lot of spaces. And most of my stuff's on my own build, but my whole leatherworking station, which is my main craft, is sitting on Heavy's plot at the end of my bridge that I built. So if I leave the guild and join Unhinged, just even to run in PvP with them, I lose access to all of my chests and everything, and it's just a pain in the ass. So again, it highlights the need for independence in the game. If you're building, you need to have friends, you need to have guilds, but it's really beneficial to run your own set entirely and not rely on this. Or people stop playing. Things to change. Best XP in the game. Well, the best XP for time is absolutely these things. It's a great way to get my hides I need for leatherworking, which I will start selling very shortly for tier 3 leather goodness. I'm just not really that into the crafting grinding. The gathering and the hunting. Instead of building up a huge stockpile, so I just put on a movie or something and let it run. But then even then it's problematic with the bugs with it just stopping crafting on big runs. Unhinged builds going. They started building. It was looking pretty good last night. I also see they've got 2 basins now, which is awesome. Congrats, guys. And I must make my way over to the base to see what it's been like. And obviously Nocturne has been camping out their base a lot. I got jacked by a Nocturne player, but wasn't really an issue. Oh shit. Get out of here. Need to reset. Fucking hell, leave me alone. Creepers. Anyway, player from Nocturne tried to jump me. Sword and Shield, which I have very little experience playing against. Normally I've been fighting no, sorry, not Sword and Shield, Hand Spear and Shield. Normally it's either Sword and Shield that I'm fighting or two-handed spear like I'm using now. So I didn't really know how to combat it with those fast jabs. It's got to be a way. Anyway. I was able to attack and run and attack and run and just keep them busy while I got safe enough to get out of there because I had full bags and I didn't really want to lose my shit. Here we go. Let's see how good the somewhere. What? Jumped by 3 of them. Of course. Of course. Quite a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. What time are we? We can easily go and get more clothes and come back and fight them with my medium armor. Because I was doing decent damage to a couple of them. So I'd really like to play with that more, but I don't have any light armor built for going straight back out there, unfortunately. I have a stockpile of medium. Smarter one to run. Kill mark. Spirit. Let's go. Steel spear. Steel spears in my region. That'll do for now. Some shoes. Actually, I don't have shoes, but it's okay. Some of those. Where's my head? I'm going to run that one. For shits and giggles. Right. Let's take it off though. this beforehand. But that's alright. Okay. I don't have a bow in here. Let's see if we can find them. Okay. They're running ambush this time. I don't really use ambush very often. Is it worth it? 5 seconds wouldn't be enough to run away. Do I stick with the healing? Because I've got no way of healing. Am I naked? There we go. Really annoys me when I get jumped by a whole bunch of people. What, you can't fight me one-on-one or two-on-one. Fucking pussies. Same thing in real life. It's just weak. Revenge on 5 or 6. Something like that. So even the medium's a little bit noisier in the running. The lights hardly makes any noise, it's like whisper quiet. Should be. Fuck off. they from a... There's a couple of new ones. No. Pretty sure they're still down there. And the only thing I'm basing that on is, as much as those animals normally make quite a bit of noise, they don't normally make that much noise. If they're stream sniping me, they will know exactly what I'm up to. But anyway. There'll be nothing left on my body. See them. Oh yeah, I've forgotten all my jewellery. They took my yawl thingy. Oh well. I did forget about jewellery in the pack stay chest. I should correct that next time. And all my light armour was taken or destroyed most likely. Okay. So, now I'm just leveling stuff that's already at 30. I can do that, or I can just buy back. Because I was actually quite impressed with that initial damage in the light armor, and I would really like to get back there. So we go make more, and we come back. You can't steal your money, so may as well. What? Do the F5 on these rooms, but always heal themselves afterwards. F5 and F, so. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. He's going to heal himself. Okay. Super useful. I used to use Killmark, but primarily I used Killmark as my my way to pull, since there was such a large cooldown from staff or bow and arrow. And now that there's no cooldown to switch to bow to use the bow to pull, the need to run Killmark is nowhere near as great. And plus, now that the weapon I'm using is slightly higher tier, that also seems to make a difference where I'm not needing to have a smaller advantage on... Sorry, having a slight advantage when I'm facing two. So I used to use it if I was facing two of those harvesters. I knew it was possible, but if I put Killmark on one of them, it just made it a little bit easier. But the need to do that's non-existent almost. Almost made it back. Running. Okay, so now I need to get the Paxday Tools website up and have a look for a steel, or a few steel two-handed weapons. oil will have some, no doubt. I'm sure there might be one closer. The region just next door to us generally has some. So before I waste my time mapping around, right. Let's refresh the page. Yeah, home will be, yep, it'll probably be that gate. Two, and it's too high for that's why. There it is. Okay, so it's closest. That one's there. One's a bit more. It's further away. I need a few of them though. Steel. 3 there. And that is in. Oh, it's just as cheap to travel there, I think. Yeah. There's anywhere else right now. Somewhere down the bottom. Slightly cheaper. Review. Okay. You will do, sir. So yeah, using that packstay, so it's packstay.gaming.tools, so it's packstay.gaming.tools, and there's a tab called Market. If you don't know about it, it's great. It's amazing because you can actually search for items, although like I just proved with you couldn't see what I was doing, but I typed two-handed spear and nothing came up because it's two hyphen-handed, so he's going to make sure you get the spelling and everything spot on, but at least you can search, find out where's got the stock you need at a price that's at least somewhat acceptable. And I don't know why I did that. And then you can travel to that region and find it like I just did and easily get there. some spears going. More of a disposable item. Okay, maybe it wasn't this one then. Nope. And yes, before someone writes it in the comments, yes, the game needs mounts. It doesn't currently have mounts. The discussion is old. Should be enough in case prices go down a little bit on those, but more people get to steal. That's an interesting way of doing a roof. Not sure I like it, but it's interesting. Let's have a look-see. On top of the... Not sure I'm a fan, but I like it. Don't think it's for me. I do like that. That was cool. Struggling. Right. Anywho. If I had steel pickaxes. I am low, but I know I've got some, and I'm pretty sure there's some sold by the dude here next to our other base. So I'll worry about that later. Oh, anyway, I was expecting to be in the PvP zone this whole time, and I've had to readjust. That's the game, I guess, but yeah, I wasn't planning on being on that long, so... more about, because I'm spending more and more time in the PvP zone, is building a place right next to the pack stay. There's one spot sort of available. It's right on the cliffside, which I don't mind because it'll give me the vertical build that I like. It's give me space, but it's just a lot of work. I really can't be asked of it. Having to run back every time is also a bit of an ass. If I was to do it again, I would have planned a spot right next to packs. It was never so much an issue for me being off in the beta because I just didn't go to PvP zone anywhere near as much. There wasn't as much need. Fuel. He's been doing some renovations to the tower, these top ones. If you've noticed it being any different. I wasn't happy with it. So it's off building again. This was always meant to be a bit of a monument, but also a really good defensible tower when we thought we were going to be able to battle over our buildings that we built. I didn't really expect it to be the way that they have done it in the PvP zone. Not complaining about it, it's good. It's just not what I sort of expected. Sort of marketing and stuff about fighting over your dwellings and that sort of stuff. chest. What's this one? Concentrated brick. I need hands. So I have two. I've got a whole pile of those. So that one, eh? Always something. I think I'm going to take a break and come back and build me some new light gap and go back out again. And I'll be back on later this afternoon. Thanks for watching.